Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your weekly tarot and astrology for April 20th through the 26th of 2020. So before we get into the tarot, we're going to go over the astrology. And I just want to say thank you for all of your support. Thank you for all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't, do make sure to subscribe. Do make sure to check out your monthlies as well as your weeklies for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. And if you do want to book a private reading, all my information is below in my description box where it always is. And I am taking 20% off of all of my readings at this time due to the coronavirus, so check that out, guys. And also I have some information down there on how to get a good chunk of change off of Truly Divine's astrology and numerology analysis reports, which I will mention again at the end, okay? So let's get into this week here. It is the first week of Sun in Taurus. Yay! Happy birthday to all of my Tauruses. It's my birthday week, so I'm pretty excited. I put on my big hoops for this reading. So let's talk about this here. We also have the new moon in Taurus this week. That's going to be pretty big. I might even do a separate video on it. And we're starting off the week here with Monday 4/20, which I will be putting a really special and interesting video out that is quite divergent from my normal content, so check that out, guys. So Monday is 4/20, and we are starting the week off with the moon in Aries here. It's going to be a lot more energy. Our energy is going to be a lot more, jacked up. We're going to be wanting to do a lot of things. We're going to be feeling a lot more confident. We also have the sun again entering Taurus. Depending on what you think, I guess, because it's a leap year, some people have told me. So thank you again in the comments for those of you who answered my question on that. Because I was like, it always starts on 4/20. Why is it on 4/19 this year? And there was differing things on the internet and in books, so I was a little bit confused as to what was going on with the start of Taurus season. But apparently it's starting on the 19th because of the leap year. So there we go. Again, thanks for the answers on that. I don't know everything. With the sun entering Taurus on 4/19, 4/20, whatever, we have this productive, practical, pragmatic, grounded, earthy, health-conscious energy that we're going to be, more enjoying cleaning, making our homes brighter, more comfortable, looking also for new ways in terms of how to relax and enjoy things more, how to enjoy work more, how to enjoy our playtime and relaxation time more, and really get the most out of it, how to slow down while still being productive, okay? So we also have the moon in Aries sextiling Saturn in Aquarius that day, bringing up this sense of responsibility, which makes us also, again, really highly assertive in terms of pursuing our goals with deliberation. On Tuesday, the 21st, what am I saying, the 21st? It's my birthday. I got a little excited there. That's my birthday, so happy birthday to me on the 21st. I'm turning 26. Over the 25th, first quarter of life hump, so it's going to be a little weird for me. We have the sun in Taurus squaring Saturn in Aquarius, so there's going to be this sense of overconfidence masking our uncertainty and limitations, and obstacles might crop up. We have another couple of interesting sextiles, moon in Aries sextiling Venus in Gemini, moon in Aries sextiling Mars in Aquarius, and the moon in Aries conjunct Mercury in Aries, which is interesting because they're both in Aries. So mentally, we're going to be really active there, and in terms of judgment, we're going to have really good judgment, and it might be some pretty decent energy for starting or working practically on business matters there. Wednesday the 22nd, we have the new moon in Taurus, and that's going to bring up some big energies. Let me just get my notes on that, actually. So I have quite a few, but I don't want to overburden you with it because I'm going to do a separate video. But it is pretty interesting because it is the fixed earth Taurus. This is the first new moon in a fixed earth or a fixed sign here of the new astrological year. So it's got this really Empress type energy, as I associate with Taurus if you watch my tarot videos a lot. And it's going to really have you looking at, any paradigms that we've really needed to liberate ourselves from. So anything, in terms of our belief that we're liberating ourselves and tying this belief into buying things, ideas, living that certain life, having that apartment, living there. If I buy this makeup, I'm going to be super beautiful. Things like that influencers, social media says that we must consume. This full moon here, new moon. What did I write? Full moon. New moon will really ask you, is that really true here? And does that really fulfill you? Does that make you truly whole and liberated? So consumption does not equal liberation. liberation, and that's going to be a huge wake-up call for a lot of people, and I know I've been feeling it. So I've even kind of, you know, stepped, even though, like, you know, I don't know if I'm an influencer or what, I don't consider myself that, but I've kind of stepped back from social media in some bigger ways, just because I think it's, a lot of it is so fake, and it's so, you can get, I don't know, just, I'll talk about that more in the new moon in Taurus video, so stick around for that, or keep an eye out on that, because that's a big conversation I definitely want to have with you guys as well. You know, what we feel obligated to do and be in terms of social media, because we're chasing, again, this wholeness that this new moon in Taurus is really going to have us look at and say, does that really make you feel whole? No. There's also going to be this Saturn square with Aquarius, Saturn and Aquarius square, so that's going to be interesting. And again, we'll talk more about the Taurus new moon, because it'll be a really good time for a lot of, you know, again, new beginnings, looking at practicality in terms of work here, and especially because Uranus is in Taurus, and it's making some interesting aspects there as well, and having some conversations with Uranus in Taurus and the moon in Taurus. It's gonna, again, have us really being able to break some negative patterns and help us direct and focus towards things that we really want to happen, and have us looking again at what is our true nature and being a lot more true in terms of that, and that'll help us, again, pick what we want to manifest, pick where we're going. So I know that's a lot to digest in terms of astrology, so I won't burden you for the rest of the week here. On the 25th, we have Pluto retrograding, so that's going to be pretty big. There's going to be a lot of intense and complex energy hanging really heavy around this time, and we're not going to be as open and direct about our desire for control during this Pluto retrograde, okay? And that lasts all the way until October 4th. So let's just leave this all here, because that's a lot of astrology, and you can definitely check out White Light Astrology. I really love his little weekly overviews, so check those out as well if you want to look more and learn more about the astrology that's happening right now and how it's really playing out in the world around us, on a global scale. It's pretty interesting, and I really like the way that he does that, so check him out. Anyways, guys, let's get into your weekly tarot reading. All right, Aries, let's check with the Tarot Muka what your week ahead for April 20th to the 26th is for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. Can we... All right, well, let's look at what that is. We're going to have to pull a couple for that. Don't worry, but let's keep moving forward. No. Oh, my God. This deck, if anybody else out there has the Tarot Muka, do you have trouble with it because it's so slippery? I love it, but it is such a slippery deck, and they're just like bing, 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 flying out everywhere whenever I use it, so... Love, relationship. Ooh, I like it. That is a popular theme this week, huh? People are getting it on, getting connected, feeling that spring fever. I mean, it is the time, you know, Taurus season is the time of spring. It heralds, you know, true spring awakening, the May Queen, all of that amazing energy. So... we're definitely feeling some fire here, some passion, excitement for others, especially excitement in relationships. Let's get your guidance for the week. Card of guidance. Ooh, interesting. All right. Let's go the easy route, and then we're gonna get to the weird stuff, okay? So Four of Swords is your theme of the week here, and I like that. This has been a theme, I think, for everybody pretty much all the time lately, is rest. It's time to take a step back. We're literally being asked to take a step back by our governments, and we need to relax. We need to rest, and we need to not let this anxiety and this need to push forward, this need for constant movement, this need for constantly doing to be put to the side. We've got to let that go for now and just rest where we are. Take the time to relax. I mean, this shows he looks like the statue on a coffin here is what it's supposed to be, and he's restful, you know, he rests in peace. So it's time to rest in peace, and I'm not saying die or anything, but it's time to peacefully find a way to relax this week and not feel so much push forward and needing to throw our energy into the anxiety of not being able to push forward in ways that we really would like to right now. I mean, Aries energy is, let's go, 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 go. I get it. It's been frustrating for me too. I consider myself quite a homebody, and because I'm Cancer rising and Taurus sun, and Virgo moon. So yeah, I love home and I love being home, but this has been making me a bit crazy. Two of Pentacles is your energy, your emotional energy for this week. Two of Pentacles could be that we're working through some stuff. We could be feeling up and down this week. And we've got, Pluto going retrograde later on in the week, and that's going to be bringing a heavy atmosphere. So we could be, taking the positive with the negative, needing change, and having emotional, ebb and flow this week. And that's okay. So just expect your emotions to ebb and flow, and don't take it to the extremes this week. Try to temper it, try to balance it, and try to feel out what you can really let go in terms of especially how you attach yourself and act on emotion. Attach yourself to certain negative emotions and negative ways of how do I put this? Communicating emotion, putting it out there. Because sometimes you guys can be a bit extreme. Let's all be real. We can admit that. We can admit it. We can safely admit it. I get it. Aries, Mars, Mercury. That's exactly how I am. So your career here is where we get a little interesting. Or actually, let's save that for a second. Because we were talking a little bit about the positives, which was relationship, that fiery, wonderful, new beginning kind of energy we have, again, like the spring awakening of passion, of relationship. And Aries get really we want to go out and meet new people and make out with people, and we get this sense of fiery energy here in the spring, not just in our season, but I found, for Aries, especially in Taurus season, that real spring awakening. We bring it in, and then we get to enjoy it. We get to really feel it out, flirt, communicate. Even in our relationships that we've been in, our marriages, there's an awakening of passion, of communication, of new ways of expressing it, and again, just this reawakening. It's just oof. Your advice this week is Six of Cups, which is, can be communicating to people that you haven't in a long time, people and things that, give you nostalgia, bring you back to a certain state of relaxation, maybe playing old games, reading old books, thinking back to who you were and what you were, at a certain point can be a major focus this week, but you also need to temper that with the now and who your truth and what your truth is now. So Six of Cups is a good card, can also be reconciling, really, again, connecting more in that romantic sense. But let's look at this career with the Tower. I know that we want to talk about it, so let's just go there. What's going on for career for Aries with the Tower? Clarify what's happening with the Tower for Aries this week. Is it ending and bringing in? Okay, we're really going to do this today. I think it's time for us to refocus our energy in terms of a career situation. Something does not go forward the way that we would like it to, or hasn't been, and we need to start bringing something here into balance and to really prospect for the future. If we want this to be successful, we might have to ask for some help. We might have to ask for guidance. We might need to put a little more effort into some area. We need to redistribute our effort, redistribute our energies. And I think this Taurus new moon this week is going to be a big indicator of that, where we're throwing our energies, scattering them, and we don't need to be working necessarily this hard and this much to get what we want. We can balance things out and really take I always get confused if this is the Queen or the King of Wands. I feel like somebody called me out on that before. This might be the King of Wands. Not sure. I always get a little confused with the King and Queen in this deck. They look very similar. So forgive me if I'm wrong on that. Regardless, that is a stepped up, very in charge position. Very, this is what I'm going to do. This is where I'm going to take this. I got this fiery energy. I have this idea. I am good at this, or this is, my craft. This is my job. This is what I'm doing. And maybe you haven't been doing it exactly right. Maybe we've made some foolish decisions that have, put us in a position where we're not moving forward as easily as we were before with the Fool reverse and the Chariot. We need to move forward in a better and more progressive way, bring things into alignment, bring control over the tension of the opposites, or opposite paths, opposite things that we're doing here. We could be doing things that are actually bringing detriment, or again, scattering our energy to places, putting energy and effort into work situations, extra work things, you know, even side hustles that are no longer helping us, and we need to start redirecting it towards things that are better. We could also have something not work out this week for something better to come in and work out. So if something doesn't work out and something does fall apart, know that it's time for you to prospect and throw your energies at something that is more reliable, better, and you're gonna be able to balance it all out this week. But we just have to recognize where these things are holding us up, where things are not moving forward, and making the necessary changes here, okay? And again, if something doesn't work out, it's not meant to, and we might feel foolish about it for a second, but it does feel like something else comes in to take you on that right path, so you can really bring your energy in the right direction instead of, again, it feels like trying to go in like 5 different ways. So that's really what I feel in terms of career, so watch out for that. I'll pull one more card in terms of advice. Yeah, the Star. Healing. What is the best life? What is your true idea of what your truth is here? The life that you want to live is. The Star really has the universe backing you on this. So again, if things seem like they're ending for negative reasons, or, you know, a little bit crazy and explosive this week, what's happening is to put you into a higher level of living, to look at things from a different perspective, and to see areas where we can heal and now move forward in better directions. So the Star is a really beautiful card. It's inspirational, and again, a more transcendent and better way of truly living your life here. So this is beautiful. It feels like, again, you can take this really higher energy, this higher perspective, and apply it to different areas of your life. And also know that you're backed right now. So anything that doesn't work out, again, it does feel like it all just kind of evens and flows right out. So don't get too hung up on things that are this week, okay? All right, Aries, so those are your messages this week. Oh, you know what? No, let's pull a oracle. What are we doing here? I almost threw out an oracle for you guys. It's like we're missing something. Ooh, mystery. I love this card. It's hard to see the light here. These cards are very shiny too. Okay, so a shaman can teach you about power. A magician can train you to become strong in spirit and competent in your endeavors in life. But to describe how a miracle happens or how you come to be a powerful magician is to try to explain the mystery. You can talk around the secrets of power, but if you describe them directly, you lose that power and you destroy the mystery. Welcome the mystery and allow the miracle of existence to emerge from the darkness and transform you. I think that's a good message for you guys this week. Let me know how it resonates, and have a wonderful week, Aries. Check out your monthlies, check out your weeklies. Make sure to subscribe, guys. If you want to book a reading, again, all that info is in the description box below. And I am taking 20% off of all of my readings right now, just to try to help people out and offer readings when maybe we can't pay as much. Do check out Truly Divine and their amazing astrology, compatibility, numerology analysis. They are incredible, and you can use my code Deku30 as many times as you want. You can send it to people. You know, again, they can use it multiple times. It's not just a one-time only code. But again, use Deku30 at Truly Divine to get 30% off of all of your astrology, compatibility, and numerology analysis. They are the most incredible analysis service in those areas that I've ever had, even, you know, getting readings and, you know, chart analysis through people and numerology analysis through people. Like, they're just amazing. So do check them out. I am just still so impressed by them. So do make sure to subscribe, guys. Make sure to share if you enjoyed it, and have a wonderful and blessed week ahead. Namaste, and happy birthday to everybody who is celebrating this week. Stay happy, stay healthy, and safe, my friends. Namaste.